As someone who relocated to the US recently, there are few promises that I made to myself. And the funny thing is that I haven't started working yet, but I already have my plans in order, you know? I already have my plans in order. I know that maybe these things are going to change later. But as for now, these are the rules that I have to follow. The first thing is that I'm not opening an Amazon account just because everyone has one. I don't even have one, and I'm not planning on opening any account. And anytime I want to order something, I always use my husband's account, and so long as it gets here, I'm good to go. And most of the time, the only thing that I order online is books, because I realize that they are way cheaper, and also for convenience. I want books, so I'll just order them online and I'll use my husband's account. And the next thing is that I'm not buying a car just because the society says I should. I know here in the US, owning a car is a basic need, but I refuse to rush into a car payment just so that I can just own a car. And if eventually I'll need one, I'll happily drive a reliable second-hand car while building my savings, because I'm not going to get myself into those car payments. I honestly don't understand how those car payment plan works, because I don't have a plan of getting myself into that. And then the third thing I promised myself is that I'm not trying to look rich before I become financially secure. There is a big difference between looking rich and building wealth. And most people focus so much in looking rich, in looking wealthy, than building the wealth. So as someone who is more concerned with building generational wealth, I'm not going to try to look rich before I'm financially stable. The fourth thing is that I'm not upgrading my lifestyle every time my income increases. Like for now, once I start working, I'm not going to upgrade my lifestyle. I'm not. I'm just going to live my life the way I am, like right now, because I think I have everything and I'm happy, so I'm not going to upgrade my lifestyle. Maybe here and there are things that I'm going to do, because I honestly want to change my wardrobe, but I'm saving. I started saving way back because I want to change my wardrobe, but I'm not going to wait for that day when I get a well-paying job or when I start working. That's when I start changing everything. No, I'll have to open an account. I'll be opening an account to save for this purpose. If I want an upgrade, I'll have to save for it. Then the next thing that I made a promise to myself is that I'm not competing with people who have been here for years. No, I'm not, because we have those people who have been building their lives here for decades, and I'm just starting my journey. Comparison is a very expensive hobby, and I'm not going to get myself into that. No, I believe in my own journey. I believe we have our own destiny, and I'm not going to compete or compare with anyone else. Our journey is totally different. And then I'm not buying things simply because they are on sale. Just I said previously that in case I want something, I'll save. I'll start saving for that. I'll budget and then save for that. And I'm not just going to pay something because they are on sales. 50% off for something I didn't need is still spending money. So I'm not going to do that. And then the next thing that I promised to myself is that I'm not pretending to know everything. Like one day I'm here learning about credit scores. The next time I'm learning about taxes, insurance, and retirement accounts. Being an immigrant, it means that I'm on a full-time educational program. I need to learn. Like, I'm not going to pretend that I know everything. That is one thing that it has always helped me. Kukua fala, let me use that word. You just have to learn new things every day. And then I'm not sending the image of success back home while secretly struggling. If life is challenging, I'll say it's challenging. I'll say I'm learning. Social media shouldn't become a financial pressure. I'm not going to pretend that I'm okay. I create an image back at home so that people can know that I'm doing fine when I'm not doing financially okay. No, count me out. I'm not going to do that, and I'm not going to forget where I come from. That is one thing that I've always promised myself. I'll never forget where I come from. I have people who still count on me, and I'm not going to forget about them. So those are the few rules that I have, and I've been following those rules ever since I came here, and I've been learning a lot about finances and how rich people think. I'm not there yet. I'm still learning. Learning is a continuous process. I buy books. I'm reading, like recently I've been reading a lot of financial books, and I've been listening to podcasts, especially from Black women surviving in the US, and anything that is relatable, because sometimes you can just sit down and listen to someone and you just tell yourself, no, this person is lying, or whatever he or she is talking about is something that is not practical. But nowadays, the people that I get, the people that I watch and I listen to their podcast, they are those people that I can relate to, and whatever they're talking about is relatable. So the funny thing, as I said earlier, is that I haven't started working yet, but ever since I relocated here, I knew it meant business, especially when I learned that people here pay for their own burial expenses. When they're still hustling, they're just living healthy, and they have their resting place already paid for. I knew it meant business. And anytime I walked and see older people sweeping in the markets, maybe in Walmart, Target, and I see them sweeping, I knew that in the US it meant business, because back at home we just live our life. We don't care about being buried, because people will contribute for your burial. People will make sure that people eat during your burial. They will even dress you in suits, things that you couldn't afford when you were living. They will give you the best burial. But here, like, you have to plan for everything. So I knew it meant business when I realized about the burial arrangement, and then retirement plans. If I don't plan myself early, I'm going to work till the day I die. So if you have something that you want us to talk about, make sure you leave a comment on the comment section, and subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that the next time we'll be uploading a new video, you'll get the notification. Till next time, have a wonderful time, and most importantly, don't forget to pray and be kind always. I won't say that tables turn, but learn how to be kind always, because that is what human beings are supposed to be, like kind.